Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, where we keep you updated on all things weather across the UK. As autumn winds down and the nights grow longer, the big question returns: when will we see the first snow? The air is getting crisper, and you might have noticed your breath hanging in the morning air. Across the country, people are starting to wonder if it's time to dig out their winter coats and boots, or maybe even hope for a snow day. Here we are on November 9th, and weather models are hinting at a shift, maybe even some snow for parts of the UK. The latest forecasts are showing a change in the jet stream, which could open the door to colder air and, yes, the possibility of wintry showers. Meteorologists are watching a developing pattern that could finally bring a taste of winter, especially to Scotland. The Highlands are always the first to feel the bite, and this year is shaping up to be no different. Experts are closely monitoring the atmospheric pressure and temperature drops that signal snow is on the way. But don't grab your sledge just yet. This isn't a nationwide blizzard. For most of us, it's more about anticipation than action. While some areas might see a dusting, others will just notice a chill in the air, and perhaps a few frosty mornings. The main story is a push of colder air from the north, like the Arctic cracking open its door and sending a chill across the North Sea. This cold front is expected to sweep down, bringing with it brisk winds and a noticeable drop in temperatures, especially overnight. The real excitement is for Scotland, where the chance of snow is rising as we head into next week. Higher elevations could see the first real accumulation of the season, turning the landscape into a winter wonderland. If you're in the north, keep your camera ready for those magical snowy scenes. For the rest of the UK, the story is more about a shift to colder, more seasonal weather. Expect to see more people bundling up, and perhaps the first hints of frost on your morning commute. It's a reminder that winter is just around the corner, even if the snow holds off for now. We're moving away from the mild, damp autumn into a classic November setup, where winter tries to get its foot in the door. The days are shorter, the nights are colder, and the landscape is slowly transforming. It's a time of year that brings both challenges and beauty, as nature prepares for the colder months ahead. Stick with me as we break down who's most likely to see snow, why there's still uncertainty, and the science behind these forecasts. We'll look at the latest data, explain what the models are showing, and help you understand what to expect in your area. We'll also cover other wintry hazards to prepare for, because winter's about more than just snow. Icy roads, freezing fog, and sudden temperature drops can all catch us off guard, so it's important to stay informed and ready for whatever the season brings. The next 10 days look dynamic, colder, and full of surprises. Let's dive in. Whether you're hoping for snow or just want to stay warm, we've got you covered with the latest updates and tips for navigating the changing weather ahead. Let's zoom in on Scotland, a land renowned for its dramatic weather and ever-changing skies. As we turn our attention north, it's clear that something significant is on the horizon. Here, the main event is brewing, with the atmosphere setting the stage for a classic wintry spell. The clouds are thickening, and the air feels charged with anticipation. According to the latest forecasts from the Met Office and leading weather models, a sharp temperature drop is expected to begin by the middle of next week. This plunge is being driven by persistent northerly winds, a hallmark of Scotland's winter weather patterns. As this cold air mass sweeps down from the Arctic and moves over the relatively warmer waters of the North Sea, it picks up extra moisture. This combination is a recipe for snow showers, especially as the air cools further over land. This time, it's not just the Highlands that need to be on alert. Lower elevations and even some towns in northern Scotland could see their first snowflakes of the season, with the potential for a picturesque dusting or even a light accumulation. Expect a true wintry mix: rain, sleet, and snow, especially during the overnight hours when temperatures are at their lowest. Roads could become slick, and visibility may drop as precipitation changes form. The best chance for accumulating snow arrives from Wednesday onward, particularly for areas sitting above 200 to 300 meters in elevation. These higher spots could wake up to a fresh blanket of white. Cities like Inverness, Aberdeen, and their surrounding areas should pay close attention to the forecast. Even a few centimeters of snow can cause travel delays, school closures, and general disruption to daily routines. This is a real taste of winter arriving right on schedule, so it's time to dig out your warmest coats, boots, and hats. Make sure your car is winter ready and keep an eye on local updates. We'll continue to monitor the situation and refine the details as new model runs come in each day. Stay tuned for the latest updates to keep you and your family prepared for whatever winter brings. Now, let's head south to England and Wales, where the outlook is less wintry. The coldest air will mainly target Scotland, with only the far north of England feeling its edge. Most of England and Wales will stay just above freezing, thanks to milder Atlantic air. The result? A classic north-south split. Wintry showers possible on the highest northern hills, but mostly cold rain elsewhere. For most, expect a chill, widespread frost, and fog. Snow is unlikely except on the highest peaks in the north. The ground is still too warm for snow to stick at lower levels, so keep your winter coat handy, but snow boots can stay in the closet for now. The main story: frosty mornings, fog, and chilly rain, classic British winter. Why all the uncertainty? It's a battle between cold Arctic air from the north and milder Atlantic air from the west. The UK sits right on the boundary, and even a small shift in the jet stream can move the snowline by hundreds of miles. If the jet stream dips south, cold air spreads further. If it stays north, the cold is bottled up in Scotland. That's why meteorologists talk about probabilities, not certainties. Right now, snow is most likely in northern Scotland, with chances dropping further south. A minor change could mean rain or snow for northern England. This is why forecasts can change quickly. Check for updates as the event approaches. The final outcome will become clearer in the next 48-72 hours. Let's get scientific. What does it really take for snow to fall in the UK? It's a question that fascinates meteorologists and weather enthusiasts alike, because snow is one of the trickiest weather events to predict. There's a lot more to it than just waking up to a frosty morning, or seeing your breath in the air. It's not just about freezing temperatures at ground level. The entire column of air above us, from the surface all the way up to the clouds, must be cold enough to support snow. If any layer is too warm, snowflakes can melt before reaching the ground. Meteorologists pay close attention to the temperature at 850 HPA, which is about 1.5 kilometers above the ground. For snow to reach us, we generally want this level to be a spaberbicer ein fine grosarber ein or colder. This is a key indicator because it tells us if the air is cold enough for snow to survive its journey down. Another important factor is atmospheric thickness. If the thickness between certain pressure levels is below 5280 meters, it means the air is cold and dense, perfect conditions for snow. This measurement helps forecasters judge whether snow is likely or if it will turn to rain. But cold air alone isn't enough. Moisture is crucial too. Without it, even the coldest air will stay dry and clear. We need just the right amount of moisture in the atmosphere for snowflakes to form and fall. In the UK, Arctic air often sweeps down from the north and passes over the relatively warm North Sea. As this cold air moves over the water, it picks up moisture, which then helps create snow clouds that can bring wintry showers to our shores. This process is similar to the lake effect seen in the United States, where cold air passing over large lakes creates intense snow bands. In both cases, the combination of cold air and moisture is key. Snowflakes begin as tiny ice crystals high in the clouds. As they fall, they can grow and clump together, but if they pass through a layer of warmer air, they'll melt into raindrops or sleet before reaching the ground. Even a slight change in temperature, sometimes just a degree or two, can mean the difference between a magical snowfall and a cold, dreary rain. It's a delicate balance that makes forecasting snow especially challenging. That's why predicting snow is so tricky. With so many variables at play, it's no wonder that snow forecasts can change quickly. But by understanding these key ingredients, we can better appreciate the science and the surprises behind every winter forecast. Ever wonder why hills get snow first? It's all about altitude. Temperature drops about 1 degree for every 100 meters you climb, so hilltops are colder than valleys. In a cold air mass, the freezing level drops, putting much of the highlands in the snow zone, while cities like Glasgow see rain. Orographic lift also plays a role. Moist air is forced up over hills, cools, and dumps snow on windward slopes. That's why the eastern highlands often get the heaviest snow in a northerly wind. So when you hear hill snow, it's the combo of altitude and moist air being lifted by the terrain. For Scotland, with its high ground, this is a key feature of winter weather. Next week, altitude will matter more than ever. To appreciate the coming change, let's look back. This autumn has been unusually mild across the UK. October was warmer than average, with few frosts and lingering leaves. Persistent southerly winds kept Arctic air at bay, and even November started mild. Warm ground temperatures mean the first snow at low levels will likely melt on contact. The upcoming cold snap will feel abrupt, a real jolt after weeks of mild weather. This shift from mild to Arctic air is the month's biggest weather story. Warmer seas add moisture to the air, making snow heavier but also raising coastal temperatures, complicating forecasts. It's another piece of the puzzle for meteorologists. With colder air on the way, preparation is key. Whether you see snow or not, frost and fog will be the most widespread impacts, with sharp frosts and icy windscreens likely. Protect tender plants and allow extra time for morning travel. Dense fog could cause hazardous driving, especially in valleys. Check forecasts and drive carefully. Most of England and Wales will see cold rain, but icy patches are possible overnight, especially on bridges and shaded roads. Good tire tread and caution are essential. Make sure your heating works, check on vulnerable neighbors, and dig out your warm layers. Staying warm is about safety, not just comfort. A little preparation now will make a big difference next week. That's the weather story as of November 9th. The headline: much colder air is coming, with a real chance of snow for Scotland's hills and north. England and Wales will see a chill, with frost, fog, and only limited wintry showers on the highest ground. It's a classic UK north-south split, driven by Arctic and Atlantic air battling overhead. The forecast is still evolving. Small changes could have big impacts, so stay informed. Prepare for what's certain: the cold. Everyone will feel it. Get your warm clothes ready, be cautious on icy roads, and look out for each other. Snow in Scotland will be beautiful, and possibly disruptive, but the cold is guaranteed for all. We'll keep you updated as the picture becomes clearer. By next week, some of you might just wake up to a winter wonderland. Stay tuned.